Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 16th to the 31st, 2022 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. So whenever the cards stick to my hands like that, that's when Spirit is saying, okay, stop right there. So we have the Sun, which is absolutely beautiful, and we have the Strength, which is Leo energy. So there is going to be a happiness to us as we are claiming our strength, as we're really kind of asserting ourselves during this time. The Sun is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. This is like, it's a well overdue stance for who we are, what we love, what we want. We're also going to be very sensitive to bullies during this time. So we're not going to take being bossed around, being bullied well. It doesn't mean that we're not going to take people's advice well. Excuse me. But it does mean that we are not going to think kindly of or respond well to bullies. So just be aware of that. Our energy that we have to be mindful of. So this is the Ace of Cups. We have to be mindful that a lot of built up emotion is being released, which is going to make us very, very, very sensitive, okay, especially in a very certain arena. Now, the arena can be different for each and every one of us, but it's going to be the way the negativity around the heart is opening up and is releasing and letting us step forward. So just being mindful that during this time, we are going to be more sensitive than maybe we want to be. We want to be very strong. We want to be very assertive during this time. And the sensitivity, we can think, oh, this is a setback. It's not going to be a setback. There's actually a lot of power in the embrace of our emotions. But somebody is going to try to use that against us during this time, our passion against us. So be aware of that. Our chakra energy. This is inner strength. This is the solar plexus chakra. There is strength, determination, focus, a real brilliance opening up to us during this time, and a real sense of I'm stepping into the role that I was meant to walk. I'm stepping into the power I was meant to have. It moves us then to go deeper into the tarot. So here we have the Ace of Wands, a gift from God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. We have the Two of Pentacles and we have the Eight of Pentacles. Things might not be as balanced at work as we want it to be. So just be mindful that there is a bit of backstabbing going on, a bit of trickery going on during this time. It can be work or it can be with our money. So just be aware of this. There is also a sense of I need to have my self-balance. Something is going around or is going on that is knocking us off of balance during this time, Taurus. And we need our feet firmly planted on the ground to be able to really balance what we want, to be able to really see what we want. Again, emotions are going to be riding high. We just have to know that a lot of negativity is being cleansed away and a lot of our own personal strength is coming forward. We then have the Eight of Pentacles, hard work, dedication, determination, focus. This is the time to get things done. This is the time to, look at the bigger picture, see what it is that we truly want, see where it is that we truly need to be. And we're also going to be looking at what we have been practicing towards, what we have been, spending so much time on. And this is a time where we're going to have a breakthrough, or we're going to see things starting to really come together. It's kind of like when you try to draw, like a dog or something like that, right? And you're trying to draw it and trying to draw it. And then like the 18th millionth time, it actually looks like a dog. This is going to be that type of energy, that sense of, I've been trying to do this for so long. Now it's starting to come together. Now it's starting to fall into place. Then we have the Ace of Wands, that gift again from God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. This is passion, determination, focus. This is a real sense of our brilliance, lighting up our way, lighting up the sky, really moving us to the place that we want to be. And there's a real sense here of, this is the passion that guides me. This is the passion that leads me. This is what I want from my life. So people are going to say during this time, Taurus, oh, you're maybe a bit like hot-headed, but it's not hot-headed, it's passion. Like, our passion is shining forward, and people aren't necessarily always going to get that. So just be mindful that that energy might clash with somebody else's energy, and the person whose energy it clashes with is the person who's going to be that bully, that person who is trying to just demand that everything be their way. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Sun coming through. Again, I love that. And the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is feeling out in the cold when it comes to wealth. So it can be that it can be at work, everybody's doing things a certain way, or we're feeling shut out from something here. Just be mindful of this during this time. Be mindful of old practices, old habits coming into play that make us feel like we're a pauper, make us feel like we don't have the wealth, the prosperity, the abundance that we need, that we want to push us forward, to really get to where it is that we want to be. The Six of Pentacles is having things feel out of balance financially. So this is going to be a time where we have to be mindful. Again, this could be at work. We're getting all the work, and the other person whose job we're having to do is just skating on easy street, or is just complaining that it's too much, it's too overwhelming. So be mindful about this. Also be mindful that during this time, we really want things to be fair and to be even, and it can really get under our craw when it's not. So be mindful that that can become very intense for us during this time, because it's not just going to be something that we can easily ignore. We then have the Sun coming through. This is the happiest card again in the whole entire deck. We now have this coming up twice. Happiness, joy, success, prosperity, brilliance, a real radiance to our being, to ourselves, is just leading us forward. So even though we have, some stuff going on, most definitely, there is still a brilliance to us. There is still a shine to us, a joy to us that we really need to embrace during this time, because it's going to set us apart, and that's going to tick somebody off, which is just going to be a little bit fun. Let's go deeper. Ooh. Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands. We're definitely taking the gift from, God, Source, Spirit is coming in. We're taking this gift. We're owning it. Do we feel like we're taking it? No, not as much, because it's not from the same deck. But we are definitely taking this as we move forward. This is passion. This is creativity. This is insight. This is ideas. This is also somebody. Now, this is going to be a more mature energy, meaning that this person can be older, but this is also going to be a very wise soul. This is a person who's innately creative, who wears, I just see turquoise. Okay, that's a message for somebody. Okay, if it rings true with you, take it and run with it, most definitely. But there's a sense here of like turquoise earrings, turquoise jewelry, okay, something like that, where, and they like the energy of that stone. They like the energy of the stone that it's bringing them. They just kind of go to the beat of their own drum. They're very giving off like art teacher, artist, type of vibes here. So just the sense of going to the beat of their own drum, opening up the doors for themselves, really connecting with this space and this place. on this earth. This person can be a little witchy, like not in like a negative way, in a very positive way, like a little bit like into alternative, like, you know, holistic medicines and alternative esoteric, you know, ways of divining wisdom, moving them forward. So this is a really beautiful energy to connect with during this time. And this can also be for somebody, this is like an energy that you're stepping into. You're stepping into this older, it's kind of like the crone energy, the wisdom energy, the teacher energy. That's really, really beautiful here. So I really like that. And it brings us a new dawn, a new start. Now, there is a sense of our dreams coming forward during this time. There is this real sense here with the moon. Now, this is Pisces energy, but a spotlight is being shown on us and is helping us to really see what we want and where we need to be and what's, you know, appropriate for us and what isn't appropriate for us. But a lot of our doubts and our fears and our shadows are coming up during this time, and we're looking at them and we're saying, you know, I always thought the road would lead left or right. I always thought it had to be this way or that way. And now I'm seeing that there's so many more ways forward than I had even imagined. And that is really quite beautiful for us. There's this real sense of so much more is opening, and as so much more opens, I realize that the paths forward are beautiful, and I'm moving in that direction. I'm moving towards what I want and what I need and what's appropriate for me and what is powerful for me at this time. And that's just going to be this door, you know, Taurus, that is opening for us. And it's like, I didn't expect to be walking this direction. I didn't expect to be, you know, on this path, but this is extraordinary. And it brings us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And it is the Five of Swords. We have to be mindful of an old battle coming back, like somebody. They're just not done. They're not done fighting. They're not done arguing. They're not done being angry. So just note this, that they will come back and we have to stand our ground. We really, really do, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to move forward. We then have our subconscious chakra message, which is psychic development. This is the third eye chakra. We're seeing things so much more clearly. There's a veil that is lifted from our eyes. Our angels, our spirit guides, they're right there with us. They're moving us. They're guiding us. This is going to be a time to connect with our instincts. This is going to be a time where it is powerful for us to move forward and to really trust our inner sight. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Magician. At our root during this time, like at the essence of ourselves here, there is this magic, this spark, this brilliance. We need to connect with it. And as we connect with this brilliance, we move ourselves forward. We see ourselves more. We are, you know, claiming what is rightfully ours. We're going to find that we're more assertive in our voice, and we're also more powerful just in our being in general. It moves us then to the universe, the world opening up to us. It moves us to doors opening that we never expected to open. It moves us to a sense of change, to a sense of power, to a sense of like, this is where I need to be for me. And as we're embracing this, it brings us to the Six of Cups. It brings us to something from the past coming forward and kind of putting a snare in things, kind of saying, well, you know, this is going to happen again, or it's going to be like this. And Spirit's saying, stop. We're not walking backwards. We're walking forwards. Even if we wind up walking in a place that we once walked and we didn't think we would walk again, we're a new person stepping into that situation. Don't be held back by anyone. It brings us then to Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy. Balance, harmony, insight, you know, a real sense of purpose moving forward. And there's also an energy coming in that's bringing balance to it, that's bringing harmony to it, that's bringing us to the place that we really want to be. And that person, it's a person, or it can be something that we read, something that inspires us, but it starts to bring things back into harmony. We start to find ourselves and claim our space and claim ourselves again. All right. All right, Taurus, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let us end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the intensity that is us during this time. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus.